Hello and welcome back to a very overdue RABtoons live stream making RABtoon models. Forgive me, I may be a bit rusty at this. I have not done this for quite possibly a year now. I've lost track. So please let me know if you can see. Well, at the moment you're looking at my dashboard. I'm just going to make sure everyone can see before I actually start. So just throw a thumbs up or just say yeah, you can see the stream in the chat box, and I'll just crack on. I'd like to welcome everyone coming into the chat now to say hi. Hello, 85. Hello, Mohammed Dia. Hello, Furionaut. Hello, Protus, and of course Ben Howell. Welcome, Guy Good Sir. Cool. People can see. So. Let's crack on. Please let me know if the music's too loud and you can't hear me, but I think I've got it at good volume. So I'm gonna I'll start this from scratch for people who may not have seen one of these before. So I have a template I use to make the RABtoon models you see in our animations, and it's basically a flash file. As you can see, we have the head on one layer, the body on another. And these are two separate beings, and I have another one for the cursed facing forward pose you see sometimes. I try to avoid those if I can, but as we're not going to be needing that at the moment, we'll just remove that. And let's start with the easy part. Let's set up who we're making at the moment. So we are making Paine first, since we already have Yuna. Oh yeah, I've got a grand total of 2 models made so far, so yeah, not a lot of progress has been made on this nutshell, I will be completely honest there. Cool. Hello new people who are coming in. I love the opening song to this game, me too. Me and my wife both love this track, it is one of our favourites. So to start making a model I need a reference, and what I like to use, especially now as the game is becoming more popular. Oh crap, hope this song doesn't get picked up by copyright. Fingers crossed, I did not consider that. Our good friend Ben Howell here is actually making us music to overcome this annoying Warner Chappelle problem. Okay, so we've got Paine. I don't trace models anymore as I want to be my own sort of thing, but I do use them as a reference because it's quite similar proportions, and they simplify the hairstyles for me to actually be able to you know, make a decent looking model. So we'll stretch out the canvas because I've got it squished at the moment to see you lovely people chatting to me. Letting you know Paine is in Opera Omnia. Thank you, James. This is my jam. Right, so first we pick the paintbrush. And you can notice down here I've got a little thing that says use, can't quite see what it says, use pressure. This allows me to give my lines curves. And yeah, so I paste the picture into the background on its own layer down here. And that way it's just there so I can refer to it. Okay, cool. I will not be doing that in this stream, Vermelho FZ. But thank you for the suggestion. Alright, so let's start with the hard part. I would say the hair is definitely the hard part. I want to say thanks, it's a lot of work and I always enjoy the end results. Thank you, Marvin. Okay, so I always struggle with this particular part of the hair. So let's just get this part out of the way. And also another thing is, I tend to mention this a lot, I am actually colourblind, so having the model there to be able to pick the right colours is a massive boon for me. And you'll see why when I start colouring. So you can see I'm not fully tracing it, but I'm just using it as a guide to make sure I get the hair somewhat accurate. We're going to take a bit of liberty with her hair, as so what I try to avoid doing, because I had this problem with Noctis in Final Fantasy 15 in a nutshell is the hair layer. It actually covered a lot of his eyes, and it made emoting Nox's facial expressions quite difficult, and it actually kind of made the animating a bit unpleasant, and I kind of don't want to repeat that this time, so I'm going to try and leave as much eye as possible. Warning you, Rikku model exists, but only for FFX. No other FFX-2 characters exist in it yet. Darn. Okay, we'll have to improvise. It's not impossible. I will find a way. I love this track. I just love the 10-2 soundtrack so much. Alright, where am I? Yeah, okay, so we're doing the weird side parting of the hair. Thank you, Ryoka-Jin69, that's very generous of you. Enjoy the awesome videos, keep up the great work. Thank you very much. Okay, this is looking good so far. Actually, I was dreading Paine's model a little bit, but this is so far so good. Alright, so there we go. Let's do the lines. And her mullet, and let's all be honest, this definitely is a mullet. She's got that 80s goth look going on, which I do like, but we can't deny that this is definitely a mullet. Okay, this is looking good so far in my opinion. Remember Ed, Edd and Eddy? Well, yes, that was a very big part of my childhood. Don't use Ed, Edd and Eddy's role model for your morals though, kids. Definitely not. Okay, this is the part of her hair I was sort of dreading, and for good reason. These spikes are very hard to get precisely right. And I've actually noticed this model here kind of cuts off a bit of her hair, and I have over-egged slightly. Oh no, this could work. I've pulled this back a little bit. She's kind of got a similar hairstyle to Cloud, kind of. I say that in like the loosest sense of the term. Do a few lines there. Let's go a few lines here. And I think I am quite happy with that. Actually no, I think I'm gonna curve that a little bit more. Let's bring that down. Make it all connect a bit. There we go. Cool. Okay, so as I said, I'm colorblind, so I'm just gonna use this for the coloring. And I will just jump straight into the shading now. So basically I picked the pen tool, and the ink is set to invisible, so I just pick yellow, I make the alpha 0%, and what we're going to do is create the shade lines. There we go. Curve them around like that. Make sure the light source is always one side no matter what way these models are facing, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. Otherwise these animations will take a lot longer than they already do. Ooh, boss theme. Love this one. And let's pick this one since it's darker. This is really amazing, bro. Thank you, Mohammed. And hello, Scott Yoshihara. Yeah, fuck it up. That looks good. Oh, sorry. I try not to swear. Okay. Okay, this is looking okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. You should do Tales of Series while waiting for Final Fantasy 16. Gotta say, I'm not actually a massive fan of the Tales of Series. But never say never, I say. So, don't rule it out completely. So let's shade her face in. So let's add in some shading for her hair. And some models I do give lips, but it kind of looks weird when I do the mouth movements, so yeah, I don't always do that chin thing either. That always doesn't always look right either, so let's add a few eyelashes. Okay, cool. So I think that's quite good. Oh, appropriate music. The victory theme for winning a battle. Okay, what's happening there? Is that smudge on my screen? Yeah, okay, we'll undo that because that wasn't actually on there. Thoughts on Devil May Cry? I'm gonna be honest, the only Devil May Cry I actually played is the demo for the weird reboot they did in 2008, I think it was, where they gave him short hair and I don't remember much about it other than I think it had a very mixed reception. My messages held for review, don't be like that. Oh, I don't control what messages get held for review, I'm afraid, Kiriyama. That's YouTube picking that up. Rest assured, if it's in review, I can definitely still see it, so yeah. Okay, let's do this weird outfit of Paine's. Get the straps done. In fact, we'll give her a neck to make this a bit easier. I don't always give these models necks. That's kind of our style, but sometimes they need a neck. Do the second strap and give her a little. Nope, not happy with that one, so we'll undo that. If you're wondering how I'm undoing without actually bringing up a menu, I have a button on my art tablet that actually just controls Z's for me. It's quite handy. Saves a lot of time. And you'll notice I'm saving every few seconds, because I should say a few times I've been making a model and lost a lot of progress. RABtoons, have you ever created a tune of a game you had to replay to make and found the story was different than you remembered? I would say Final Fantasy 8 actually was that for me, because I wrote the script without replaying the game. So when I was watching a playthrough to get certain details right, I actually found a lot of what I wrote didn't actually sort of mesh with what happened in the game. And it's fine, I don't think I missed anything overly by doing so, but it kind of gave me this weird sense of I actually missed out a lot from this game that could have been parodied. So yeah, sometimes I do that and I do regret missing out jokes. It kind of happened with Crisis Core as well. Kind of wrote that script from memory, and when it came to animating, I actually didn't remember a lot from the game, it seems, and I actually missed out a few scenes people would have liked to have seen parodied, such as a missile dodging minigame I completely forgot all about. Just have a drink a sec. What about Kingdom Hearts in a nutshell? Oh god, I think I get asked this so often, and my stock answer is go watch Just a Pancake, because I think he did it better than I ever possibly could, and I don't really know what I could bring to Kingdom Hearts to make it stand out in terms of parody. You know, it's kind of, I feel the game is a parody of itself anyway, because it's just so over the top. Who knows, when I really run out of games to parody, maybe I'll go to it, but for now, I have no intentions of making one. God damn it, Paine, your outfit is complicated. So we're just gonna simplify our outfit, because that's the point of these models. Yay, 10-2. Welcome, Angry Man. Chrono Cross is the other game I get asked a lot about. And again, my answer is no plans at the moment, but never say never. I actually need to play it first before I can write a parody. Okay, so these straps go down her body. I actually never really studied Paine's outfit in great detail before. I just kind of accepted her outfit at face value. And that's an interesting aspect of making these models. I actually learn a lot about these outfits that I didn't necessarily know before. So it's a fun little learning experience for me. Okay, right. So she's got an edgy little skull. That's her belt buckle. And you see we've simplified that just a tad. Bloody Nomura and his belts. Was there an FF in a nutshell that you felt hesitant to make? Probably 9 in a nutshell, because I know a lot of people actually really like 9. Especially that joke at the start I made where I said that the one that everyone hated but now loves. You stay confusing, Final Fantasy fans. Some people either got that joke or they didn't. And my basic reasoning for it was, it does seem that at the time when it came out, I remember lots of people not actually liking it, because it was just so different to 7 and 8, which came before. But now, people look on it in a much nicer light, which is cool, because I kind of always liked it, never really had a problem with it, and I'm one of those people who loved Wind Waker when it first came out. Okay, this belt is very detailed. I'm just going to simplify that. Okay, cool. So we're down to our shorts, which means this is almost done. We're just going to shift this image up so I can actually see what I'm doing. Save, and as I've jumped to another layer, I have to make sure I'm back on this one, otherwise I will stop drawing on the wrong layer, and that always happens when I'm making models, and it really annoys me. So those straps go all the way from the... Damn, I have never actually noticed that these straps go from her shoulders all the way down to whatever is holding up her legs. Damn you, Mira. Someone needs to keep you in check. So they got to line up with... we're actually running out of leg here, which is a problem with these models, especially when characters have complicated leg patterns. We'll stop that there. And, as you can see, we are giving her very mini boots. And this is something I've actually started doing recently for models. I start curving the feet to give them a bit of depth, so it doesn't totally look like these are just flat models, which they are, but I am from Brazil and I love you. And I love you too, Leader Arago. How's it going, Rav? Hey, not too bad, Kaiden Antonio, how are you? Will you do the Final Fantasy 15 episodes in a nutshell? Probably not, I'm afraid. I don't know if you could tell, I really did not like 15. I make no qualms about that. So the idea of revisiting 15 kind of makes me really not want to ever touch it again in terms of animation, but as I keep saying, never say never. I will run out of Final Fantasy one day, so I might come crawling back to 15 for content. Okay, so let's do these straps that go all the way from here, as we have just learned that they go all the way from her shoulders to the legs, which is definitely insane. Greetings, RABtoons. Greetings, Mondo Johnny. RABtoons. Just for laughs, can we get a Final Fantasy 4 the after years? Yep, that's one in our pipeline. Can't say I've got anything written for it yet, but as a lot of you may know, the after years is pretty much just a retread of 4. Like they even say it a lot themselves, the characters in the game. So you will see a lot of returning jokes from 4 in a Nutshell, and 4 in a Nutshell is actually one of my favourite nutshells I have made. It's just fun to watch over and over. Some nutshells I rewatch and I'm like, ugh, I could have done this so much better, but that one I would leave as is, as I think it just flows really well. Okay, so one of these is definitely going to have a gap in it, I reckon. I'm probably getting some of these details wrong, but that's not overly important. We'll make that belt a lighter shade, just so it stands out a little bit more. Okay, I seem to have lost myself here a little bit. Didn't need to be aligned there. FF16 in a nutshell once the game finally releases. Definitely. I mean, some people have been wanting me to do the trailer, which makes no sense. How can you nutshell something that's like 3 minutes long? Oh, there's a detail on her necklace. Necklace? Brace, collar, choker, whatever you want to call it. That I missed. Ah, Leblanc's theme. Do 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 do. I have simplified these things on her studs on her shoulder things, cause they really annoy me. Stop doing that, that is annoying. I know the soundtrack for this game is kind of divisive, but I don't think there's actually a bad track in it. personally. Everyone says the Chocobo theme in this game is the worst one in the series, but I actually quite dig the alternate sort of take on the Chocobo theme. Okay, cool. So we are nearly done with Paine, which is cool. Now we're just going to shade her body. Now the interesting thing here is her outfit is already quite dark, so the shade is going to be quite dark. It's going to be from the DC universe. I've always wondered, what is that man's voice you can hear in a lot of Japanese themed pieces of music? It's often a man going, "Woo!" I first noticed it in Tenchi Muyo, like, as a kid. And I've always wondered what it is, and why they put it in so many things. Tune. Did I already... Yeah, I've already re-shaded that. Okay, cool. Making record progress here. There's a part of the red straps not coloured. Aha! Thank you for pointing that out. That is one thing that really annoys me about making models and I forget to do. I like the song that plays when you fight an Aeon. Same. Okay, so that's Paine pretty much done. Now we'll do the magic of putting the model together, which is something I don't think I've shown in a stream before. Let me just have a drink quickly, let you admire Paine's model before I go further. Persona series in a nutshell. Again, I haven't played Persona, so I need to do that first before I think about making one. Any more Final Fantasy XIV? Definitely, we are planning to do all the expansions. So, plenty of material to work with, and you will meet Hubert and the gang again. This could be a potential problem. Because this is going to look weird. Hang on. Or it could look fine. So this layer is what I like to call the arm layer. As you can see, our model's gloves are just very simple. They're more like mittens than actual hands, and I just keep it simple. And there you go, we have Paine's model. I am surprised you can still use Flash. I am very old school. I will find a way to hold on to hardware that is long gone out of date. Okay, cool. So the reason I do it this way is so I have a layer for arms, a layer for the hair, so I can choose to make Paine bald if I really want to. I don't often have a need to do that, so that's just to demonstrate. And the body is its own thing, and I've actually noticed I seem to have drawn on the wrong layer there somewhere. And when I start animating, I like to insert frame to these into a keyframe, and that means I can just go "Hey Paine, care to give some exposition?" "Sure, let me oblige. You see, once upon a time, Yuna fell in love with a really annoying guy called Titus, and that was just like really unfun for everyone, and I wasn't around. You might have known me better as Lulu, because I'm basically Lulu, just, you know, with a sword, That's all it really is to me, you know. And there we go. Oh. And that's how I go about making. Okay, so I've actually just noticed a problem there. Can you guys spot what the issue was? As you can see, the little studs on her choker thing have rotated with her head, which means they are not part of the body like they should be. They are part of this layer, so I am going to correct it. So let's get rid of that. Or shall I? No, I'll just remake it if I ever need to use that pose. It's a common pose. So what I'm going to do is, thank you, Gueno. Good luck with the 10-2 in a nutshell. I am definitely going to need it. Okay, so let's isolate. Yep, so it's definitely part of this layer. So we're going to lock those. And I'm just going to carefully select those dots, cut, unlock those layers, paste in place, and as you can see, that's copied my invisible line, so let's delete that, make those visible again, and let's nudge our head down a little bit more, and there. Okay, so we are done with Paine. Paine is a female squall, so the fantasies about squall don't have to be awkward. Lol. Okay, right, so we are going to move on to the next one, which is Rikku. Some people don't like this version of the Besaid theme. I actually kind of prefer this to the one from 10. Fight me. Okay, so let's make Rikku. And let's save you in... Hey, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, Humberto Montes. How are you? Looks great. You got to make model for every dress sphere? No. Yeah, I got here early for my favourite. I love it. I like your video, it's pretty funny. Good. Thank you. There's actually some good tracks in this game. I think all the tracks are good, in my opinion. Just gonna have a drink. Okay, so as someone rightly mentioned, Rikku is not actually in Opera Omnia. Well, she is, but her 10-2 outfit isn't. So as you can see, that must be. Oh, that's her from Kingdom Hearts, where they made her a pixie. So yeah, as you can see, her 10-2 outfit is not actually in Opera Omnia yet, which isn't a problem. There is another obscure Final Fantasy game I like to use if Opera Omnia isn't available. So it's called Pictologica, as I believe it was some sort of weird Picross mobile game that never made it to the West. It's a shame because I quite like some Picross myself. I just saw cursed FF10 image. Lol. What was your favourite jobs in 10-2? So when I first played 10-2, I wasn't very good at RPGs, so I just made all three of the girls a warrior, and I would just spam attack every single battle, and somehow I muddied my way through the whole game that way and actually managed to complete it. But as you all know, that is actually not a very sensible way to play the game. So nowadays I tend to mix up a little bit, and I'd actually say Warrior is still my favourite one, because it kind of turns unit into Tidus from the original 10. Hey Rab, how is the hamster? She's doing alright. Still kicking. Must post more photos when I can. That sounds like an extreme challenge run. I was someone with a lot of time as a kid and a lot of patience, so it wasn't a big deal for me. I would not have the patience to do it now. Yes, she was a pain to draw. Thomas Boys. Rabs, do you play Opera Omnia? I played a few levels, I enjoyed it. I just don't have the time to play it. So many games in my backlog. Okay, right, so this is another model I've been dreading making. So let's just keep it simple. As I said in the last one when I was making Paine, I try not to have too much hair dangling over the eyes, sorry, otherwise it leads to an issue when needing to emote. So if I need like facial expressions that require eye movements, which is very much key in making these expressions, too much hair dangling over the eyes makes that very much impossible to do. You'll notice I keep saving, that's just to make sure I don't lose any progress, which always happens. Do you use a mouse or tablet for drawing RABtoons? I use a tablet, it's called a Wacom Cintiq something or other, I think. It's served me for about 10 years now. I could do an upgrade, which I'm saving up for. But this is actually quite serviceable to me for the time being. So how long does it take to make an animation and some characters? Well, I would say making the poses and the lip movements is the hardest part. And you might actually be interested to know the Final Fantasy XIV little comics we've been doing to sort of fill in some gaps with story with Hubert and co. are actually more complicated to make than these animations. I actually prefer animating to making the comics, but I like to make the comics because it's just sort of bonus content to supplement the 14 story, because it is so big. There is so much you can't do in a nutshell. Getting triggered by sphere break memories. Oh my god, yes, there is a joke about that in a nutshell, and I hope you all like it because it perfectly demonstrates my frustration with sphere break. It's a poor man's Tetramaster. God damn it, Rikku, I hate you in this outfit and your braids. This track gives me PTSD. Ugh, sphere break is the worst. I love sphere break, not gonna lie. Oof. Excellent job, I can't stop listening to Chris Redfield. Thank you, Diego Lizama, sorry. Chris Redfield, at your service. God, Joe, you don't know anything about making models. It is a very, very delicate procedure. Only a pro should be doing this. I actually took a step back from voicing in these nutshells. You don't hear my voice so much in them anymore. Trying to get back into it. Maybe I just don't actually like how my voice sounds. Doing these live streams is actually a big to do for me, because I know my voice isn't the best in the world, and I know it's not the greatest to listen to, but I do enjoy chatting to you in this way because it's just easier to see you all chatting in real time, and I can answer your questions here and now, or if I can see them in time. I'm not actually that good at multitasking. Your voice is pleasant. Thank you, Himoko Toga. And Squall Dead, your voice is fine. Thank you. Where was I? Ah yes, these braids could die in a fire. But it looks like we're almost actually done with her hair, which is the hard part of this model. God damn it. I think I've done a mistake here, but we'll see. I'll let you know if this is unworkable. You were the best parody, Ashley. Thank you, Daikaiju Tony. A regular on our servers, on our Discord server, talking about Godzilla. I actually know more about Godzilla and kaiju lore and movies thanks to you, which isn't a bad thing, just pointing out. Okay, so Riku's hair is quite spiky on the top. It might actually be more spiky than this. These are simplified by the nature of being chibi models. I'm not actually familiar with this track. Oh, Mushroom Rock Road. I didn't actually go there much intend to. I don't remember actually doing much in Mushroom Rock Road. So I've got a little eraser on the back of my tablet pen, which makes erasing mistakes much easier. I'm going to add a few more spikes just to add a bit more flair to Riku's hair. Give a few eyelashes. I like to do the eyelashes on the hair layer, just so that if I need to, let's say, make Rikku blink. I know this is way before the model's finished, but I just want to show you why I do it the way I do. So as you can see, that is much easier to make a blink, and I'm going to show you why. So I'm just going to quickly show you something. So let's lock all these layers, get rid of those eyelashes, and I'm going to show you what happens if I try to draw the eyelashes onto the eye. As you see, it deletes, well, okay, it didn't delete this one because it's slightly off, but it will just delete the entire lash. So I like to have the lashes on the hair layer. That's a weird thing to say, to avoid that. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Parade! Royal Wedding! No, not that one. That one! Epic battle at the city wall. Death of the prince. Heartbreak. Betrayal. Final Fantasy XII. Yeah. That was awesome, right? Now here is 40 hours of mediocrity. It wasn't me doing the narration at the beginning of 12 in a nutshell. I just thought it'd be fun to read your comment that way. Rab, where did you learn how to draw? Kind of self-taught, a little bit of art college, but I would say actually more self-taught. They taught me how to do realistic drawing, which is not really my bag. Okay, right, so as feared, doesn't quite look right, so I'm going to diverge from the actual model a little bit. So we're going to make that braid come in a little bit, and there we go. So that just defines the ponytail a little bit more. The only moment from FFX-2 that made me go fuck this and turn my PS2 is when I got to the sphere break game. Same. What is the hardest character to draw? Anyone in Final Fantasy XIV who has any end game armor on, mainly because there is just so much detail, and this style does not lend itself well to detailed Final Fantasy outfits. This is the Machine faction, I believe. Yes. Epic track. Just very sort of chillaxed and funky. Hey everyone. Hey Blackjack. You all may know Blackjack as a voice of many characters in our nutshells. They are a very helpful person on the RABtoons team. I am very grateful for them. Okay, alright, so let's crack on with colouring Riku's hair. That chibi form looks like a little gremlin. Lol. Rikku in 10.2 is pretty much a gremlin. Very annoying. I actually did not like Rikku in 10.2 at all. I don't know what they did to her character, that I can't put my finger on it, because I don't think they fundamentally changed anything about Rikku, but just something didn't feel right. Alright, so as you can see, there are all kinds of holes here which is causing this. There we go. So let's get these beads coloured in. Okay, so far so good. This is actually going better than I thought. And the stream is actually going quite well, considering I haven't done one of these in almost a year. At least you were only required to play Nine's card game once. Yeah, that's true. Hey, don't hate the mandatory card game, hate the mandatory player. Also, a lot of you may notice that Rikku actually has spirally eyes. And if you're curious as to what that would look like in our style, it is very cursed, and I will show you why we didn't go with it. It looks cool, but can you just imagine that the whole video? It would be terrifying, and it would be very distracting, any scene she's in, and especially in 10.2 where she is a main character, we would obviously not want that. So I'm going to get rid of that because that's scaring me. Just sleep it off, you'll be fine. Okay, right, so let's see how this skin colour looks, because yeah, as I feared, that doesn't quite look right. It's also made me realise I've missed a gap on her hair. Let's fix that. So as you can see, there we go. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cheat a little bit. So let's find Riku's original model, and I'm going to borrow this skin tone. Yeah, that skin tone is 10 times better and is consistent with her original look. So I'm just going to shade her head since I coloured it. And I'm just going to experiment with something a little bit. How does that look? See, this is the problem I had with Yuna's hair colour. I'm gonna do something risky and search Rikku FF10. Did Rikku change hair colour in between games? As someone who's colourblind, I'm not entirely sure. I prefer darker. Let's put it to a voting draw here. Say darker or lighter, depending on which one you want. And I'm just going to have a drink while I wait. Okay, that's a resounding vote for darker. Let's go with darker. And actually I'm going to use this to show you all a little trick. Okay, right, so say I have a model that I coloured completely wrong, and there are so many little bits I would have to recolour, it would take a long time to do so. This is a neat little trick in Flash, if you're familiar with Flash. This can save you a lot of time. So edit, find and replace. And that's blocking the chat at the moment. I do apologise. So current document, colour. So we'll pick Riku's hair. And I'm going to replace it with a darker colour. And with this, we can just go boop. And there we go. Saves so much time when there are like loads of little tiny bits you can't quite. It would take time to sort of do each one. Thank you very much, Clarence. What can I do for you? Oh yeah, I do warn you, there is going to be a very bad rendition of What Can I Do For You, sung by yours truly in this parody somewhere. Please look forward to it. And this is the Bicanal Desert, I believe. Yeah. I know my soundtracks. Do do do. This has the battle motif. Not sure what you mean there, Kaiden. So glad I got the chance to watch this. I've been listening to all the voice actor auditions for 13.2 and it sounds like everyone had a black auditioning. I assume you mean blast. Yes, not actually had a chance to go through all the auditions for 13.2 yet. I am sure there is some good stuff in there. Just even getting the time to do this stream here was a big how do you do, so I'm grateful to be here chatting to you lovely people whilst doing this. I have definitely missed this. I wish I could do it more often. I'll try. I can't make any promises. Okay. Cool. Cool. That's the wrong shade. I'm gonna do a little shade underneath her headband, bandana, whatever this is supposed to be. I always thought this was a weird track to be the theme of the new Yevon party. It kind of doesn't sound like it belongs in Final Fantasy. I can't put my finger on what this track sounds like it should be from. It just doesn't sound like it should be from a Final Fantasy game. So that's her hair done. So we're going to move on to the outfit, which, let's be honest, she doesn't actually have much of an outfit, and I am actually glad we have stick arms in this style, because I am not drawing these stupid things here every single frickin' time. I mean, what even are these? Why would you wear these? Why does she wear this in 10.2? Why does she wear this? It doesn't make any sense. Sorry. Just airing some frustration there. Okay. Now that that episode is over. Sounds like Atlantis, the Lost Empire. Kinda. Okay, so let's do the scarf thing first. It's okay, let it out. Just draw a little pasta bow ties. You darkened a braid with the shadowing. I'm not sure what you mean, but you have made me realise There we go. No, I'm happy with that. Okay, back to this. What even is this outfit? Jesus Christ. Did we ever get an audition for the Burn the Temple guy? No, we did not. If you're a voice actor watching this for whatever reason, we do need a random guy to shout "Burn the Temple" as Becklem from 10.2. It's just one line. I just need someone who's like, you know, really can shout and sound over the top. Just chuck it my way, get in touch. My email is rabtoonsbusiness@gmail.com, or you can join our Discord. Ping me there, send me a message. Any way of reaching me, I will hopefully see it. The far right braid is noticeably... Ah, right, okay, I see what you mean. And I can see why. Okay, so I'm going to show you another thing about making models. As you can see, there is a little gap in the line art there, which means basically everything being filled by the paint bucket tool was being caught by that. There we go. Thank you for pointing that out. I probably would have let that slide and it would have been in the animation and I would have really hated myself for it. Where does one audition? I would say our Discord is the main place of auditioning. Drawing boobs in this style is freaking, sorry, language, is freaking annoying. I try not to swear on these streams, just in case, because it just doesn't sound very professional. Not that I am a professional. I mean, what is with that bow tie even? Rikku has boobs? Is there a link to the Discord? I don't have a link to hand at the moment. If anyone from our Discord is in the chat and doesn't mind chucking up a link, I think anyone can just send an invite. I think I set it to do that. That would be very useful. Thank you. Wrong one. Is that belly button pierced? No, that's just how the chippy model looks for some reason. So as you can see, she doesn't wear actually many clothes in 10.2, so this part of making her model is actually quite easy. Like, ridiculously easy. So easy, in fact, I may have time to do requests at the end of the stream. Not something I plan time for, personally. And for some god-awful reason, she has her thong straps visible in this model. Thong time. What is 10.2 like? I never played it. It's like Final Fantasy X, but Charlie's Angels. Thank you for doing that, Blackjack. That's very helpful. The Blackjack above posted the Discord link, guys. Just seek out their comment, and you can click that to join our Discord. And we have a Voice Actors Guild, which is where a lot of the auditioning stuff happens. Or you can just ping me direct. I don't mind. Okay, cool. Right, where was I? Yeah, so weird trainers, sneakers, whatever you want to call them. There we go. As you can see, I've gotten rid of that layer because I think I've drawn the outline of her outfit now. Don't need the guide. So I'm not going to bother with those laces sticking outside because that's just stupid. Okay, that's obviously gone wrong straight away because there is a gap in the line art. Hi Rab, can't stick around tonight as I have to get ready for my flight tomorrow, but want to say hi. Have a great night, my friend. You too, Doobie. Thank you for having you do, and have a great vacation, buddy. Doobie Mouse is one of our 14 in a nutshell writers, and a good friend of mine. Off on his little vacation, which is well deserved, from the horror stories I've heard about where he works, which I won't disclose, out of respect, just in case. Okay, so there's a weird gradient on this scarf, which I'll try my best to replicate. She said, "Ooh, I might get cold, let me add a scarf." I absolutely love how nonsensical this look is. Yeah. Why is 10-2 Rikku a fucking 16-year-old wearing that? Why? Who thought this was okay? Do you really need to ask who designed this outfit? It was obviously Nomura. That I know for a fact it's Nomura, because he is credited as character designer on 10-2 and 10, so I can definitely blame him for this one. Seriously, it is like, what even is this outfit? Do. I think this actually might have been the quickest outfit ever. Nomura with Toriyama's guidance. Everything I hear your voice, all I can hear is hard to write comedy, haha, keep up the good work. Thanks Mark, Wagstaff. Writing comedy is hard. It's very subjective, not everyone likes it, as a lot of comments like to make me know, and I actually enjoy bad comments, negative comments, sorry. Just purely because some of the insults people come up with are amusing to me. I've been thinking of making a video where I read negative comments. So I had one earlier that said, this qualifies as animation? Like obviously poking fun at how, poking holes in how my animation style is very simple. I don't really care, because that's just how I do things. Didn't bother me. But it's just, it's a creative insult, so I'll give him that. Didn't reply to him, because I don't really reply to these people. The link doesn't work, just opens my Discord but won't join. Okay, so if anyone is having trouble joining our Discord, please let me know and I will investigate as best as I can. What I'll probably do is just post another link to it in the community tab. It's probably the best way to do it. Let's see, I've missed a bit there. What track is this? Not sure I know where in the game this actually plays. Oh, I think I remember. It plays in quite a few scenes, but I couldn't quite pinpoint where it exactly plays. Whenever like sort of mysterious, dark, evil stuff is happening. Flash is still a thing. No, but you know, I'm kind of a dinosaur myself, so I use outdated software. It's what I've always known, and I don't see a need to change because I can still use this. It serves its purpose for me anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna keep using this as long as I possibly can. So this is Rikku pretty much done. Yeah, I'm reasonably happy with this. So let's give her some arms. And nope, I am not going to draw those stupid arm ribbons every time. Let's see, she wears calf gloves. I'll give her those at least. And they're the same colour as her skirt for some reason. And there we go. We have 10-2 Rikku. She actually looks a lot better than her 10 model I gave her in terms of hair. Did I really not do her hair as a separate layer? That just goes to show how much I've changed this process over the years. And I'm just gonna get rid of that so I can show the model in all its glory. Just let you observe that for a second while I take a drink. Yes, I do use Photoshop James Hampton. For anything that Flash can't do, I use Photoshop. So a big thing is taking screenshots from the Final Fantasy games and photoshopping out characters using the clone stamp, or just if I need to manipulate an image, like filters, effects and stuff, or do more artsy-fartsy stuff like blurring and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Alright, who did I say I was going to make next? Leblanc. At Ben. The Discord link isn't working for me. I click on it, it just opens my Discord. It doesn't prompt to join. Is that normal? Am I doing something wrong? Yeah, I wish I could help somehow there, but I really don't know what would be causing that. Okay, so now we're going to round off this particular stream by making Leblanc herself. Final Fantasy X. So we start off by naming it Leblanc, not Leblanc. What's the longest FF parody you've ever done? Definitely 14 in a nutshell. That took 2 parts. And part 1 itself was actually the longest nutshell ever in itself, at 28 minutes long. So yeah. Now I know for a fact Leblanc isn't in Opera Omnia. So this could be interesting, as something I've always found about Leblanc is there's not actually many good references of her. God damn, if people are perverted. When you finish uploading 10.2, will you work on 13.2 next? Nope, after this is another 14 project, then 13.2. I think she may be in Pixelogica, let's try that. Aha, yes she was. And I think this may actually be a higher res image. Yes, that is much better than that one. So let's use this as a sort of guide. scale it down because it's quite big. Leblanc time. Gotcha, thanks man. What FF in a nutshell was your favourite to animate? So my answer to this always has to be 4 in a nutshell. Just flowed beautifully. Do you think Leblanc's outfit is similar to Seymour's outfit? I definitely think that's the intention they were going for. I think it almost seems like they wanted Leblanc to be a Guado at some point in the story, and then they sort of changed their mind. That's always the vibe I got, especially with the fact that her base is in Guado Salam. And it feels like they changed it to that she just took over Seymour's old place. That's just a fan theory of mine anyway. And I knew your hair was going to be a pain in the ass to draw. So RABtoons, how was FFX coming along at the latest point you're at? Kind of taking a bit of a break from tactics. It was kind of giving me a bit of burnt out. Ooh, this is the controversial Chocobo theme of 10-2. It's like Marmite, you either love it or you hate it. I personally actually love it. I mean, come on. Have you heard the Chocobo theme in 13.2? Again, I like that one. But I know a lot of people actually detest the sort of heavy rock version of the Chocobo theme in that game. Will you ever do a parody on the first Final Fantasy movie, Spirits Within? Probably not. What genre even is this? Are you on about the music, Blackjack? I would say it's Chocobo is the genre. Okay, so this hair is definitely interesting. But it's actually turning out not too bad. I think I've actually been quite generous with her forehead size, so she can thank me for that later. It seems like something that might play in a Chocobo stable rather than riding them around. That is a very good point. I don't actually remember riding Chocobos in 10-2. It's been a long time since I've replayed it properly. I kind of watched a playthrough of it rather than play it again when writing the script, because I didn't have time to sort of play through it myself. I last replayed it about 5 years ago, I think, when the remaster came out. But yeah, I can't actually remember if you ride Chocobos in the game. Paine's theme. I've always thought this reminds me of playing as Rouge from Sonic Adventure 2 more than it does. It doesn't sound like it should be Paine's theme at all. If you're wondering why I'm doing this bit now, it's because I can just tell it's going to be a pain in the ass later, so there we go, that's done. What even are these things in her hair? I've never actually given much thought to them. I just kind of accepted, yeah, that's what Leblanc looks like. Actually, no. No, not happy with that. Why is this not... I think that's as good as it's gonna get. You don't ride any around, you just send them out, I think, to find stuff or fight with them. That sounds right. How do you think Tidus, Auron, Waka, Lulu, and Kamari would react to meeting Leblanc? That's very interesting. I think Tidus would not have any patience for her shtick. Same for Auron. Waka would sort of just be confused. And I think Lulu would, yeah, I think all of them just have no patience for LeBlanc. I definitely don't. This is a very sinister sounding track. The stuff in her hair looks like hair sticks. See how they follow through to the other side. Ah, yeah. I get what you mean. So they kind of line up in my model. Not as well as they do on this one, however. Okay, I think I'm happy with the hair. Oops. And as predicted, there is a gap in the line somewhere. Quite a few by the looks of it, so we're going to play my favourite little game. Find the gap. Make sure these all join up. May have found the culprit already. Let's give that a test. Hey look, I made a Goth LeBlanc, but we're not obviously going to go with that. Yeah, I'm not sure what the Discord link problems are. Have you ever done the Tidus laugh before? It's actually quite late here, so I won't do it on stream, but whenever I find something unironically unfunny, I do the Tidus laugh. Ha 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 ha! It is as good as you're gonna get, which sounds crap because it's held back, because it's quite late here and I don't want to wake up sleeping people. So LeBlanc is looking better than I anticipated. That's a little bit too dark. That's better. I don't normally give characters lips, as I mentioned earlier in the stream, for reasons, because it looks weird when they have lip movements. But I will make an exception for LeBlanc because I just think lip, like, you know, sort of lipstick. No, I won't change the eyebrows to a default sort of evil expression. I'll do that when she's actually being evil, because she does have moments of not being evil in the game. You did that and a gaggle of geese outside started honking. Leblanc without lipstick isn't Leblanc. Totally agree there. Pretty excited for the next nutshell. Have a good day. Thank you, MM1. Let's see. Let's say she needs some shading on this bang. I think that's what you call these, bangs. Sounds right to me. Yeah, I'm happy with that. And now the part about Leblanc I was dreading. The outfit, and I don't think I'm going to be able to use this chibi model anymore because it's not quite representative of the outfit. Oh my god, this is going to be interesting. Yeah, that's just way too undetailed to actually use. Y'all remember the minigame massage you had to give her to get a good item? I think we all remember the massage minigame. Very awkward if you were playing and parents walked in on you during that particular scene. Wait, what song is this? I quite enjoy it. I think it's Yuna's theme. No, it's Yuna's ballad. It might as well be Yuna's theme. Oh god, this outfit. This is the one I was dreading. I'm gonna give her a neck to make this a bit easier. As I said, I don't normally give RAB-Toon models necks. But I'm going to make an exception for Leblanc. That line's a little bit too thick. I'm just going to rectify that. Fun fact, this outfit she wears is actually called Lady Luck, and you can get a dress sphere in 10.2 that gives the girls a similar outfit. So it's theorized that Leblanc also uses dress spheres, evidenced by the fact that she does so at start of the game to impersonate Yuna. So she is actually wearing a Lady Luck dress sphere. Okay, now let's get rid of her head to do this part. Poop balls. Good to know, Gary Host. Oh shit, you're live. Still, glad I caught the stream. Welcome, Blue Pikmin. Yep, annoying sphere breaker tournament. I just want a live action show where people really dress like this and hilarity ensues. Yeah, it's called Love Island. I don't know if you have that in the States. And if you don't want it. Have you ever done a collab with other artists? So I collaborated with Blaine Tanuki. He did the animation for that little segment in 15 in a Nutshell where it cuts to me sat in a chair going, "Comedy is hard." So yeah, he's quite talented. I enjoy working with him. Gosh, she got a bloody heart tattooed on her. Whatever you call this part, I wouldn't say it's the chest. I love all of your In a Nutshell videos, absolutely brilliant, my friend. Thank you, Gary Host. You know what's weird? In the intro to the game, you see Rikku enjoying Yuna's performance, full well knowing it's Leblanc. I always found that weird since she is the enemy. Same here, I actually don't understand why she was enjoying it, given that she was there to disrupt it. Guess she got lost in the moment, is all I can theorize. Tell you what, making a thick version of this particular outfit would be impossible. That doesn't mean I'm going to attempt it. Fair point. It is a good song, or she's done. Don't judge Rikku, Real Emotion is a really good song. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, so this outfit's not actually going too bad so far. Nope, that's too much. Titus on seeing Paine. Wow, Lulu's changed a lot in 2 years. Lol. Oh, crap. As feared. I need to push that up a little bit. And that actually folds over a little bit, so I think I'm gonna have to redo that part. I knew this outfit was gonna be a pain in the ass. Okay, so it needs to curve a little bit down. Sorry. Okay, rather than keep redoing that, I'm gonna... Oh god. This track actually gives me anxiety. Yeah, that'll do. Make legs round, it will be easier. No, because it just doesn't work with my style. I appreciate the suggestion though. For some reason this track always reminds me of South Park. I cannot put my finger on why. I think sometimes the sort of suspenseful, dangerous, like music to signify danger is that they use in South Park is somewhat similar to this track. Okay, so these spikes get bigger the closer to the bottom they are. Yeah, I think there was a similar track in the South Park movie. That's probably what I'm thinking of. Did you know there was a mod in the first FF10 where tigers can dress like Shuyin? That does not surprise me. Reminds me of fight music on some episodes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Yeah, I can kinda hear that too. Okay, so yeah, we can get rid of the frame for the body since we now have the outfit in all its nonsensical glory. Well, South Park Stick of Truth is kind of like Final Fantasy. Yeah, I couldn't get into the Stick of Truth. It was funny, but the gameplay was just meh. I believe this is Mount Gagazet. Nope, it's Abyss of the Farpling. I am wrong again. So we're going to start colouring in Leblanc's body. Let's go with a lighter colour actually on those parts. Let's do these weird little spirals she has on her legs. Oh, actually I'm not entirely done. Seems I forgot the cut off on the boots. There we go. That looks much better. Sorry if I bumped the mic there a little bit. Hopefully that's filled the gap. No, it's not. I can actually see the gap. Ooh, this is a nice track. And then we got that one. Need to do that. I can see these spikes change colour, but we're going to make them one colour because honestly, who is even going to notice? Do you miss the old style of FF games like taking turns in the ATB meter? The newer FF games are turning to open world. The old style is less chaotic for me. Can you reveal who's playing Leblanc? I don't think we've heard yet. Leblanc is being played by Kairito, who was the voice for God, that's such a forgettable character. I've actually forgotten who. Cisne, that was it, from Crisis Core in a nutshell. "1,000 words should be soon then, I think, if the playlist isn't shuffled. I believe you're right, because this is playing in order from the 10-2 soundtrack. However, based on how fast I'm going, you might not get to hear it. We'll see. Depends how I feel generous and stick around to do requests. This track is just so relaxing. What's happened there? It's supposed to be... There we go. So yeah, I'm reasonably happy with that outfit. So let's colour it in. Sorry, shade. Rather, it's already been coloured in. Let's maybe use a smidge darker. RABtoons, would you want an FF10 prequel where you play as Jet, Auron, and Braska go on a journey, or Shuyin 1000 years before the events of Final Fantasy X? Honestly, probably the second one you said there, because Braska, Jet, and Auron would be interesting characters, but it would be like Final Fantasy IV, the After Years, which is a massive retread of Final Fantasy IV. Ooh, 1,000 words. Yes, it's the Japanese version. I shall remain quiet, because this is a track. Absolutely beautiful track. 1,000 Words is the name of that track, 64 power. Okay, so I was staying quiet because that was a really cool track, but yeah, we have finished Leblanc, which means we have finished all the models I set out to make tonight, which yeah, was actually a lot less painful than I thought it was going to be based on who I was making. So it means the rest of the models should be a cakewalk. So I'm gonna just quickly show off the ones we made tonight. So we made Paine and Rikku and Leblanc. Excellent work, Rab. Thank you, Juan Pablo Castillo. Cool, cool. So let's save that. So as we've made all the models we set out to make tonight, I thought I would have time to be able to do sorry, I'll just pause the music to finish off. I thought I would have time to do requests, but it's actually sort of quite later than I actually realised here in T-Land. So I will sign off for tonight, and thank you everyone who's turned up and chatted with me whilst doing this. It's meant a lot to me. It's been fun chatting with you all, and I hope to do another one of these again real soon. Hopefully next time show making Logos and Ormi, and Shinra would probably be the next set of characters I need. Don't need Brother because I already made him in Final Fantasy X, so his model is all ready. But yeah, thank you all for turning up, and I shall catch you next time. Bye, and enjoy this music as the end screen plays.